Yo, 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 what's poppin', gamers? Welcome to the league. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Didn't realize this was starting 15 minutes ago. But I'm here, so nobody worries. I also have no idea what's going on, but it's alright, because we're gonna figure this out together. But I just know it's my boys, Recidador and Super Taylor for Terranigma is a great game. By the way, if you don't know the story to that team name, you'll have to ask literally anybody. They can tell you. It's kind of hilarious. And then I also have my other boys on the other side, Maniacal and Ninjimbro, for Bottles on Empty. Looks like we have palindromic scores here. 21 for Maniacal and Ninjimbro, 12 for Recidador and Super Taylor. 21's probably really interesting. I don't really know the playoff standings, but you want to be up like in that 20 side to make playoffs. I'm not quite sure how their standings are going to work. 12 might be a little bit on the low end, but that's okay. You can always still play spoilers. Let's see, look at these items we got. We don't have a fire rod. That seems like that can be important because we are playing Randomizer. Random bosses can show up. Looks like we got the same stuff on both sides. Notably, what I'm not seeing also is we have no sword. That's kind of hilarious. So really fun fact with this mode, and I do believe that this was actually by design for, you know, how it was made. But it's co-op, so they can share items and stuff. They have boots, so they can go fast. That's really cool. However, it's Randomizer. As you can see, these random enemies are everywhere. And then also, they kind of have to pay, like, more attention to, like, extra, you know, stimulus. They have to listen to their opponent. And then they have to, like, you know, want to go fast, be dashing around and stuff. But the enemies are all random. And it's very easy to kind of get yourself in a little bit of a pickle. So that's kind of one of the nuances to this mode. I actually really enjoy it. I say that having lost, you know, less than 12 hours ago. That's kind of the only reason why I'm in this commentary booth, too, is because I still had my interview link. So I was like, yo, I can just hijack and join. You know, who's going to tell me no? Nobody, right? Yeah, we have no crystals done. Probably is a little tough given our loadouts. We have a hammer, we have a hook shot, we can kill Argus, we can kill Helmosaur. We can kill pretty much anything but, like, Cold Stare, Trinex. They can kill pretty much anything else they wanted to when they run into it. Do you want to? Probably not, but we'll have to see. So we need our next piece to push us forward. Probably looking for, like, you know, mitts or something. Yeah, you can see both of them going into pod. We have no lamp either, too. So dark rooms are actually really tricky in Randomizer because obviously, you know, you can memorize the layout of the room all you want, but man, good luck memorizing the different sets of patterns for different enemies that can spawn and how they can move. By the way, we got a sick nasty hover coming up here on Maniacal side. Oh, looking good. He's on the right pixel there. Oh my god, that was very nice. That was very well done by him. Alright, now both of us are in pod for each collective team, so I'll assume that neither of them have been here yet. Inventory is looking very similar, minus Recidador not having a glove. Very interesting that I just saw that the blue mail was there in Saha. By the way, we have a sword on the Jimbro side. Where did he find that? Somebody tell me, I wasn't paying attention. It's really nice to get. In the hut? Oh, is Village of Outcast? Okay. Alright, alright. Interesting. So they haven't been up here yet. Oh, Ressi's... Oh, right. Yeah, Ressi's got a sword, too. He's right around the corner. Okay, so there's a sword in Village of Outcast. There's also another sword there. We have a sword in Thieves Town. Okay, so all the swords were just kind of hinged over here today. Both have the glove. Alright, alright. I think everything's starting to make a little bit more sense to me. Wait, Superintendent Taylor, he was blue, right? Yeah, he's blue. Okay, so he has blue mail, too. Sorry, a little hard to see with the dark link there, but his eyes will shine a little blue, and I'm pretty sure I just saw blue mail there in the inventory. I was only curious about that because I definitely saw blue mail there in Saha's hut as well. Nice invincible, well, at least only arrow immune Igor there, and harmless or the hammer jump spot. Having a lot of fun here without a sword, but don't worry, swords wouldn't help regardless on these enemies. The Usain Bolt guards are always really fun to have in tight corridors as well. They actually move faster than you do when they move diagonally, so they can be a real fun enemy to contend with. Anything that just chases you down is always hilarious. Oh god, I love Randomizer so much. Alright, Resty going over here to turn in powder. God knows if we've seen the shed or not. We'll find out. Yeah. Nothing to note over here in Pod. What the heck? Okay, let's go ahead and look at the heart disparity between Superintendent Taylor and Recidador. You know, it's hard because you have a lot of stuff you want to communicate. Oh, you know what? Speak of the devil, there he goes. He's at 5 hearts now. He's probably more comfortable than he's ever felt in his entire life. By the way, we also just dug up the mitts. So, that shovel, very important. Ninjimbro, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that he has the shovel because I just saw him dig up the mitts. Ressi also has that shovel. Looks like he's heading down that way, too. Now, I don't know where that shovel was at. I just know that they're gonna need it. The shovel was also in Thieves. Okay, so they just got it. Shovel was in Thieves. I'm gonna actually, like, focus on the race here and, you know, stop coming up with things to say. We have Bombos there in the Meyer hut. Okay. Bombos? That's good. That's good to get a little early. Neither of them appear to have half magic, so Bombos can be actually very, very useful to run into cold stares, especially when you don't know that you're running into a cold stare. It can get a little tricky sometimes because, you know, you always have to be assuming that, you know, you could run into a potential cold stare, so you have to be mindful of your magic when you don't have half magic. So having Bombos opposed to Fire Rod can really alleviate that stress. So always very nice to find that early. Now, see, like, you know, you look at Superintendent Taylor right now. If he runs into cold stare right now, first off, he doesn't have Bombos, so what's he gonna do? Second off, he doesn't have magic, so, like, what are you gonna do? Lick it to death? That's why, you know, it's important. Alright. But Mirror did get us over here to the desert area. Ether was also required for Misery Mire, you know, that classic comedic randomizer. You have 2 medallions, but the one you need is the one you don't have. We only see this every game. Are we gonna find anything cool in desert? We are putting down beacon bombs, as I like to call them. He's placing bombs, so I believe he can figure out where he is at in this dark room. A little bit of a pickle when the only thing you can do is kick up dust, but sometimes putting that bomb down is nice because you can see that you're moving away from it rather than just running into a wall. By the way, we have Armos at the boss for desert. I know you're impressed I saw that, because I'm impressed I saw it. So, that's gonna be pretty dope. Okay, we mirrored. I don't know if we actually got what we wanted out of there. I think we had his audio too, and I didn't hear him pick up a chest or anything, so... The Ninjimbro was making use of that newly found weapon he had to light everything on fire here. Also, my desert's a pendant, so who cares what the boss is? Unless it's got an item we need. Boy, I wish I was paying attention to the items we got. I know we just got one there. We are going up. Okay. We are not going up. We are lifting up the rocks to go to Agina. Boy, I don't think I've ever seen anyone go to Agina this way. Alright. So, to be determined. But we just got myths. Like, you know, maybe we're leaving an item behind in the desert. Maybe we're not. I had 2 chances to pay attention to whether we were, and I still didn't catch it. Desert's also a green pendant. Boy. Oh, I just saw the message. Jesse, dude, if you want to jump in, dude, I could care less, man. Just to be fair, it's going to be blind leading the blind, because I don't know what's going on. And also, like, it's Randomizer, too, so there's going to be freaking blinds everywhere, so who knows? But it's up to you. Dude, everyone can jump in, man. It's open. Have everyone pop in. I could freaking care less. But we'll probably get to the point. It seems like you see the difference. Like one hit squad. You know, they sent them over to Eastern Pod area, and then the other one did like Village of Outcast and whatnot. We had both the swords and the mitts basically in Village of Outcast, and then the other side got to basically fend through dark rooms and all that crap with no swords. No fun stuff going through Eastern and Pod. So, very, very fun. Recidador picking up the key. Also, welcome, Jesse. Welcome.
Yo, Ack.
Have you been watching this race from the beginning?
A little bit. I think
okay.
I missed some of the stuff you missed, but yeah.
Alright. You probably know more than me then. So.
I was curious why Recidador was going to the back there desert without any fire.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, he just realized too. Oh no. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Unfortunately, he spent a lot of time going to that back.
This is how you wanted to jump in on commentary? You're like, God dang it, they need to know. I didn't catch that at all. Yeah, he got Bombo, so I guess he didn't realize that didn't light torches. But I mean, like, that's kind of the thing with this, like, co-op and Randomizer and having to relay information, but also having to pay attention to, like, everything that's going on. It's tough, man. I feel for him.
Yeah, I mean, we've never had scenarios where one person goes, I'm doing this, and then you're like, with what item do you think you're actually able to do that?
Yeah. Ooh, you gotta love that Lionel Nookshot Cave here. You're doing a pretty good job to get around it, though.
Yeah, free red goo out of it as well.
Okay. Everything was red in there. Alright, well, see you later, Lionel. And then a mushroom over here in Super Bunny, which we already saw from Ninja Bro's side, but I didn't see, so. Man, it's hard to pay attention to 4 screens. I don't know how they do it.
I hope they're not doing it.
Yeah. They are only allowed to look at one screen, not they can't look at their ally screen. Also, alternatively, they cannot look at their opponent's screen. That's also against the rules. They cannot look at the restream. So you are allowed one stream, and that's your own.
Ooh, are we gonna be able to? Ooh, this is quite the interesting parapet attempt. And
We can do it. You can do it with hook speed too. It'd be fine. I mean, it's, you know, a little bit of an obstacle there, but it sure seems like a lot easier to do it that way than have to.
Did he pick something up in midair? Is that what happened in Ninja Bro there?
Oh, maybe his Ancilla was a little messed up.
Maybe from that ferry.
Oh yeah, you know what? That is possible. Interesting. Okay, so he's got a little bit of a pickle where his Ancilla might be a little goofed and the bombs aren't throwing him in the right arc into that pot. And he seems to be more comfortable doing it that way rather than doing spin speed. I'm assuming that they've been up there too because he's not opening this chest, so... Alright.
Yeah, I'm guessing we had a no way to access it without fire.
Yeah, it must be a small key in there. Might as well pick it up. Alright, well, next time, to be determined on Hera. Sorry, I was getting bullied in chat. I had to take a moment, decide what I wanted to say about that. You know what? I'm taking the high ground here.
We got a lamp.
Yeah. We got a lamp. That's even better. That lamp was on the smith?
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Oh. Wow, that's really interesting because both of the MIT users, you know, got the MITs basically in the dig spot, and then, you know, they were like, I'll do the Smith stuff later. I mean, yeah, you know what? You get the MITs immediately. You're not thinking like, yo, I should go to the Smith. You're thinking like, yo, let's go check out Meyer. Let's go check out Death Mountain. So they get to leave their lamp behind.
Yeah, no, I like the idea of going there. Nice red guard, not associated with Mega, and there's our silvers.
Okay. Wow, both of those items paying off freaking huge. Alright. Isn't it just so timely, too, when you're playing co-op and, you know, you could be, like, trying to do, bombing into a pot, and then the Insilla messes up because I'm on the commentary booth and everything I say is right. No one can stop me. And then you're like, well, it's lamp lock. How do I get down there? I can't figure it out. And then your opponent finds the lamp like 3 seconds later. That's always the best. Pretty big piece though. Now I wonder if we saw upstairs thieves from either of them. I'm sure we
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I feel like when we saw Ninchembro and Maniacal go in, they both kind of just did that front for the shovel and bailed.
Okay. Interesting. The shovel, I mean, like, doesn't necessarily bring the biggest beacon of hope.
Well, and I think the other part of that was that they got some info about
the boss.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh, I wonder what the boss was then. Well, you know what, we'll find out. Now, I like being surprised.
I'm saying
anyway.
Trinex.
Trinex. Oh, okay. That would be an excellent reason not to go
yeah.
to the back. Yeah, we don't have that fire rod yet. Do we have a... Okay, we do have a pendant at Swamp, so... Or, excuse me, a crystal at Swamp, so we will need those flippers. We're gonna need Samaria. We're gonna need Ether. We just need everything, basically.
Yeah, there's no getting away from any of the items today. I mean, maybe we'd get really... I don't know, is it lucky if we don't need Fire Rod to beat Turtle Rock?
Oh, yeah, that's a great point.
There's a very, like... Well, no, we need Fire Rod anyway to
yeah,
get
we'll
deep. I'm being an idiot.
No, but like I liked where your head was at. And I completely agreed with you until like I thought about it for a couple seconds either, so like I was on the same page. Maniacal is ready to show up his partner. Maybe. Hey, you gotta think spin speed to see like even the better method. Like you should be even harder to hit when you move twice as fast. I think he got hit as I said that, but okay, we're doing the bomb method now.
Yeah, there is just yeah, no, the pixels just aren't going to work with this one. Whether it's the fairy from that anti-fairy or something else, it is just not going to happen tonight.
Oh, it's fine. The Insilla was messed up, so it's fine. Alright, we get to see Recididor's attempt to block the Lionel. So far, Matumbo Lionel doing a good job over here. Okay. He can guard the post, but he can't guard the key. And Superman Taylor will get his mitts. Man, thank you for joining in with me. Man, how's your league been going? We can talk about whatever.
I mean, I was common earlier today, not talking about my own race, but did you see the great ice Trinex we had today?
No. Why was it so great?
Uh,
Oh,
three
ice.
of our
Okay.
runners. Yeah.
Okay. 3 out of the 4 runners. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4 runners got to spend a sad amount of time on that Trinex.
Interesting. Oh, so okay. I'm assuming 1 did it really well then, and it wasn't not required because it's 3
Oh
is an
no, the
interesting
GT
number.
Big Q was behind it.
Okay, okay. Who was the runner that excelled? Do you remember?
Faker Jr.
No. Oh, okay. Oh man, shout out to them. Hell yeah. It's a good one.
No, I'm enjoying this last week of the league season. We're clinched for playoffs. I believe you guys are clinched for playoffs, and there's flippers.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we are. I don't know how excited. I don't know if I'm happy or like sad, but
I mean, do you feel like you've overexceeded your team name?
I feel like the team is basically named after me. So
And first boss. Seriously, this is our first boss.
wow, that is actually kind of insane with how late this was. Yeah, I guess they had weird items. Late lamp can lock you out of a lot of stuff. No weapons doesn't make you want to do bosses. We are doing Master Sword spins here on the mask. I don't recommend that for those watching at home. I think he was just trying to hold out a sword there to actually extend his hammer, but I like maniacal.
Unfortunately, the mask over that hole, it just eats hits.
Yeah, it's really a weird interaction. You can kind of see him like hammering quicker than usual. It just like doesn't work quite as well. Sometimes it's kind of nice to like throw bombs from the side here. All right, we got silvers. We also are not dying. Believe it or not, it's hard to tell because all I've been hearing in my ear for the last 5 minutes is heart beeps, but that's from Super Taylor's side. But he's about to get his silvers. And Ressi will find out that, you know, his lamp and silvers were from the annoying fetch quest, and we also have died again.
It wouldn't be Randomizer if there weren't a lot of deaths today.
Yeah. I don't know, they got a pretty early blue mail. Yeah, it's hard to feel too sorry for him, right?
I mean, it looks like their health situation's not too bad.
Yeah. Ressi's upped his heart game a little bit. Basically doubled since the last time I looked at it. I haven't seen too many, rollers, too many spikes. Hinox is kind of hit like a truck.
And we're going to get to see the boss of Pod. If there was a compass, I missed it. And apparently there's something on Lake Hylia.
Okay. Oh yeah, we just got those flippers. We didn't necessarily need the flippers to get these. It's ether, okay. It's probably worth waiting for though. I mean, you're gonna...
Yeah, no, very worthwhile medallion.
And now that I think about it too, this is also Randomizer, so like doing water walks and stuff, those are a little bit more dangerous. Yeah, easy Moldorm there and Pod, no big deal.
And at this point, Bottles is just looking for that fire rod.
Do we need Samaria too? Do we find that?
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
Okay. No.
Yep. I mean, we got a whole swamp house. Something's in there.
You're right. Both of them are in there. But we're not going to see them because they're both on the left side. Well, we'll see them eventually, but, it might take a little while. But that's best case scenario, if it's just one on the left side, then you leave it, then you have more stuff to go do. Okay.
I don't know, it's co-op. Do you really leave a lot behind when you got a partner doing the other stuff?
Full disclaimer, I told my partner in my match today, and also full disclaimer, we lost, but I told him, dude, skip whatever the hell you want, I don't care. So, you can do whatever you want. Also, shoutouts to Shady Force in chat. I hope his voice is doing better. Also, shoutouts to Shady Force in chat for being still awake. Two very impressive things. Alright. So, items in tow. You're telling me that the goods are going to be here in Swamp.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, at this rate...
Yeah. We have ice, too, you know. Ice could be a thing. Randomizer Ice Palace can always be a really fun place to party. So it's funny every time seeing the maximum amount of eyes on Moldorm there. What is that? 8?
Yep.
And they're am I looking at that wrong, or do they even like spin in a different?
Oh boy, that's the back of Eastern.
Yeah, I can see why you would want lamp for that room. That's a fun one.
Yeah, I'm guessing somebody possibly died there earlier.
Yeah, that dark room is definitely like some big wake ups when it comes to like it's like, oh, I'm feeling good about the seed, you know, da da da. I don't need the bow. I can just go ahead and knock out Eastern. Lamp, who cares, whatever. And then you go into that room and realize you have to kill an enemy, and there's what, like 8 enemies that spawn in there? Oh my god, look at this kill room too.
There we go. Bring out the bombos.
Yeah, no shame in using bombos. Oh, especially when you got that reward. Oh my god, look. It's a Moldorm, but he's deconstructed. That was Vitreous there with a big eye and 8 children. I can see why you wouldn't want to go do that too early too. Well, no reason. Who cares? No
I mean,
item.
if you got like a bombos medallion, who cares about the back of Eastern, even in the dark? It's not like we've ever had that dark room of Eastern have like 4 rollers or something.
Yeah.
And absolutely get wrecked by that instead. Recidador finding out that, yeah, we don't have the big key.
Well, at least he didn't make it too far.
No.
Alright, so he will be in his tower room as well.
Yeah, and then Gemro's going to head there now as well. I just realized Maniacal did left side first.
Got a big key too, so...
Yep. And a red cane.
Should have skipped it. We all could have laughed. No, he's going to be very happy he got that red cane. Left side swamp. Left side swamp. Okay. So just need a fire rod. Quake was somewhere. Not sure if Maniacal has it. It's definitely not lit up on his tracker, so if he does want to make any adventures into Turtle Rock. And then, I mean, like, we could do, yeah, what you said earlier, you could completely do all of Turtle Rock without the fire rod, as long as there's no small key or big key over there, which is pretty uncommon, but I mean, like, it can happen.
Yeah, I mean, occasionally you get a seed where it's just like you can get all the way to Laser Bridge without a fire rod.
Yeah. It still could be like really annoying too that it's just like one what the heck boss was that? I don't even know. I completely saw the pixel art for it. Was that
I think it's a moth.
It's a moth? Okay. But yeah, if you had just like a small key over there, but it still gives you a couple small keys early, you can kind of get like locked out of, you know, Crystal Roller or whatnot, and that's kind of a really annoying backtrack there. Yo, use your silvers! It's alright.
I was gonna say, Superman Taylor doesn't have a great medallion even for that room.
He is Quake. He didn't. He actually doesn't have bombos, but he did have silvers equipped, so no excuse. He wanted to save him for deconstructed Moldorm here. And then also too, you know, he hasn't had a sword for very long, so wanted to get some mileage out in that, get it warmed up. Alright. Moth and Swamp, also Samaria and Swamp, so very important. Finding that on left side. Recidador is going to not worry about the missed hits with the hole, but it kind of, you know, can work the same way because you can throw the bombs instead of hitting the mask as well.
I mean, at this point, I'd buy a bomb upgrade and just be like, I'm good for the rest of the seed because of this boss.
Yeah, man, that's actually a really good idea.
It's one of those things we think about mainly for cross keys. You're like, I'm going to buy a bomb upgrade, and then you get into Randomizer where the bombs actually would help. And I don't see a lot of people buying them.
Yeah, it's almost like eye-opening to me because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, man, we could go there so early if you wanted, just right after Ice Shroud Cave, especially with boot start. Just kind of like, you know, water walk over there. You could be even more weird and do like the water walk from like the Lost Woods drop down, and then go to the portal and then get that bomb upgrade right before you hit Kakariko, just to be like.
Whoa, the anti-Kaz boots.
Yeah. Oh man.
Cack skip. Oh my gosh. And at this point, Maniacal is just going to blaze a trail for Ninjembro. Like, hey, you got to go do Swamp next, get your cane, and then we'll talk, you know, if I find Fire Rod and Mire or Ice or what. Actually, just go do Mire here. Ice doesn't exist. It's a pendant.
Yeah, exactly. Mire still is kind of like gross to check items. I don't know. I hate this dungeon.
Yeah. I mean, you have to do it at least.
Yeah. But then you get the big key
I'm really
early.
selling you on some garbage here.
Yeah. You get the big key early, and then you're just like, but what if? What if I didn't have to do it?
And then you see this is like your first room in Mire, and you're just like, why?
Oh, I'm waiting for the second room. Second room can really deliver sometimes. Oh, bats. That's boring.
You don't actually have to kill bats either.
Yeah, one of those weird things.
Airborne enemies do not count.
And that was because they didn't want them to like fly off screen and then not be killable. But I'm assuming that's probably programmed into the regular game.
Yeah, no, you see that in Aga Tower right after you come out of the dark.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, we actually got a Harapot from Super Nintendo.
Right.
1 out of 4, folks. Didn't get rid of the anti-fairy and was able to do it.
That's even better stats than Ice Tranix today. Yeah. Or, excuse me, that's worse. Yeah, that's what I meant. Alright. Any fire rods here? Oh, my. See? See?
You called it. Yep. You called it. God Mire.
It wouldn't matter in my case, though, because I would be checking all the chests in Mire because I wouldn't have Campus Samaria, so. Yeah, you can kind of hear the weirdness of the hits now that we have sound for the Helmosaur fight. Kind of when he hits him over the hole. I think he only had like one muffed one there, though.
Yeah, no, that was a decent fight. Also got a bomb in there. Went with the bring a bomb right up to his face. And I mean, you're on blue mail, so you can eat a bomb hit or two.
Yeah. That was a good one. You know what? I'll give S&T the gold medal for Tower of Hera out of the 3 runners. He got the spin speed, and like his Helmosaur fight was pretty good. His gold medal is good for absolutely nothing, and will be forgotten about probably in about 5 minutes. But he has it, you know, as of now. It looks like Landmo. So, inverted mode, Misery Mire today. don't see a fire rod yet. To be determined on where that's going to show up.
Yeah, was that our second item or our first in the big chest?
I always like to go with the safe answer, and we can say we've found at least one item in fire.
Okay, I like it.
I actually do not know. A little backtracking on the runners, getting the bombos from Meyer Shed. Recidador making his way towards left side swamp, so Kano Samaria presumably will not elude them unless we die along the way.
I was gonna say, luckily, Stuart and Taylor not going into Meyer here.
Right. Oh, well, yeah, it's a little bit awkward for him, too, because he has to go get Ether.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Could be a little bit of a blessing, maybe. It'd be really... Well, oh, never mind, yeah. It won't matter, so... He'll definitely find Samaria. Okay, so, looks like we're gonna be heading into Ice Palace here.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if right before Super Taylor gets in and hears Samaria, he bails.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's a little obnoxious timing. Yeah!
Wait, we're still going in!
Yeah, you can tell. Alright. No. Wait just a minute. I kind of want that item. Especially in a Pendant Ice Palace, too.
Yeah.
If you find all 3 items, you can potentially not go to the back. Yeah, well, there's nothing on Ped today, because Skull Woods is our last pendant. Alright, Lambo died over there. It looks like it was an Inemizer Lambo, because there was 3 heads on them. Does that joke land, or is that pretty stupid? It was probably down. You know what? I'll work on that.
Sorry, it went over my head a little bit today.
Yeah, it's fine. It wasn't good. So are you thinking Rule of Fire for that fire rod? You think that's going to just be hanging out there in Ice Palace?
I mean, at this point, might as well. And I think if you're Ninjembro, that's... Yeah. You just go right from that ether right into ice.
Yeah. Okay, and
Maniacal's gonna clean up the second item in cutscene, so, like, that gives Ninjembro the opportunity here. He's up to 4 crystals anyway, so, like, for Ninjembro to dive a pendant doesn't feel terrible. He's got a little bit of a crystal lead right now in Maniacal.
Yeah. Though, I mean, it is, as far as who is determined the winner, they do a average score of, the 2 finishes. So basically, any time that you spent that is, like, not good, that's gonna be a time detriment. You don't, it's not first 2 to finish.
Yeah. And we did have a 1-4-2-3 earlier today, so, like,
yeah,
those get really interesting when you have that gap to worry about.
Was it on the Ice Trinix fight?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, wow, that must have been really exciting.
That was a tempered sword, by the way, in Pen Gators.
Okay. Oh, that's really nice to have. Wow, tempered and Pen Gator. That's almost.
That was
worth
a free. Yeah, that sword is free. No reason to skip it.
Would you? I mean, but what? Like, what if you find fire? Like, well, there's half magic there.
If I was in a race, I would tell my teammate, "You're getting tempered." Yeah. Or if, like, they told me and they're like, "It's up to you," I'd say, "I'm getting tempered."
Yeah. Oh, I think I'd go grab that in a heartbeat too. Now, half magic, on the other hand, that's another more fun nuance of the co-op. Really, really hard to justify getting that half magic for the partner, because it is very well out of the way being in the vanilla big key chest. That is kind of a long check for half magic, so...
Yeah, it's such a great item in this mode, but I don't know if I could justify cutscene for that. And there's the fire rod.
Oh, there it is. All right. Okay.
So yeah, you're getting tempered sword.
Yeah, tempered seems a little bit more likely. Okay. Yeah, so that's effectively go mode for bottles on empty. To be fair, too, I think this is... If this holds up, I'm going to say this is probably a 1-2 finish on their part. Obviously, anything can happen. Yeah. Hint, hint, Ice Trinix. But they both look pretty well ahead right now. Got seven crystals collectively on their side, and then 5 collectively on. Terranigma is a great game. Okay. You also have to make sure you're doing your due diligence, though. Just telling your partners where the items are is not good enough. You gotta let them know like the best way to route these dungeons as well. You could even go above and beyond too, dude. Like huge shoutouts to my teammate telling me the order of medallions I should have casted in the gauntlet this afternoon. That was really cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the perks of playing with Jim is that you're always going to be behind, so they can tell you what to do. He couldn't remember where any of the keys were in Turtle Rock, but he had my medallion mapped for the Gauntlet and GT.
Is Ninjembro getting half magic?
You know what? I guess he is getting half magic.
Yeah, because the big key was in spikes.
Okay, maybe. Well, see, this makes it seem like we're not getting half magic.
I'm not sure what this.
Yeah, this looks to be a little bit. Well, it could be a couple of things. Could be a little bit of a communication mishap. Could be not knowing like any of the chess names because we don't play NMG. Yeah. Interesting. You know what? I'm going to make a bold call, and I think I know exactly what happened here. I could be 100% wrong in this. Maniacal told Ninjembro the big key is in the spike chest, and I could see that other chest being considered the spike chest. Because it's got like little spikes kind of next to it.
That's what I'm gonna... torches?
Yeah. Oh, the one right below it? They both have like spikes next to it. I can't say I haven't made that mistake before. That's what I'm going to say happened. I could be 100% wrong though, but that's my take. Yeah, the map chest.
Yeah, that one. The names of... Wait, is that the map? Yeah, it is. I think.
Yeah. It is the map chest.
Mine is the one I get the most confused, even in spoiler.
Okay, yeah, so you're agreeing with me here. That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair. All right.
Okay, I think we're going to get confirmation finally on this Trinex that we've been talking about forever that we didn't ever see. Hey, there he is.
That looks like a Trinex. And fun fact on the Randomizer, the head activates like substantially quicker for some reason. I actually don't know why that is.
I don't know. Do the spikes in Trinex's boss room count as like sprites that load up the lag a bit more?
No, because
this is like completely speculation. I have no idea. So
I'm gonna say no, and I'm only gonna say that because I think I do believe some vanilla Trinexes activating much faster in that room as well. I can tell you this is a really fun fact. I got the witnesses during this the early days, so I'll give you a little boomer fact here. In Randomizer, you notice when the ice shoots, if you do ever see it, it doesn't actually freeze the floor, and it's kind of funny because you probably saw the ice shoot quite a bit in the ice Trinex, but the floor was already frozen, so you know, who knows. In the earlier versions of it, that ice actually made an impassable barrier. So if you didn't kill that ice head fast, he could literally wall you in, and you could not attack him. It was really, really cool.
Oh boy.
Yeah, those are some really fun early days of Randomizer.
By the way, Ninjembro didn't get that half magic at all.
Yeah, I think he was just like, I think he got
I think it was just a miscommunication.
Yeah. Because if you have to get the map chest, you have to go flip the switch, and he was probably like, well, I need another small key, or I don't know why you would need it. Well, he got a small key so he could open the door. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And we also got Buttersword off of Trinex.
Okay. That's actually kind of sad for our Ice Trinex dreams. I would imagine Butter Sword probably helps
It
out
makes
a
you a
lot
lot
with
comfier.
that. Yeah. What weapons did they have today? Was it Tempered or was it Master Sword?
Tempered.
Oh.
I know, not the worst.
Yeah, I mean, it's still really awkward. It's just because you know how you move around on the ice. Like, every time you swing, it kind of, like, intensifies your velocity, and then you can just kind of start, you know, spiraling out of control. AKA having fun, some of us like to say. Right. So, Superman Taylor taking his cane, going into Meyer. Leads me to believe that he'll be winning the half magic lottery out of the two teammates. Still probably going to be... I don't know how long it's going to be until they go into Ice Palace. Recidador is just doing a little crystal cleanup. It's another fun strategy you can do when you're playing co-op. You can be like, I'm just going to catch up on my crystals, and then you can make your partners find the items for you. There's Trinex down, and then Jimbro.
Yeah, everybody's going to be on Butter today. There's no way you miss Tempered, and then given that last sword, you're going to get that as your gold sword.
Yeah. They should definitely run right into him. I love me some invulnerable enemies in narrow corridors.
I mean, at least it's just anti-fairies and not like a bunch of spikes, like on the collapsing bridge doing a hammer yump type stuff.
Yeah.
Good thing we don't have Key Sanity paired with Randomizer.
Oh, next year. Also a little sad too, we're going to miss out on that other classic Randomizer trope with Ice Palace being a pendant. And then, you know, there's a Wall Master in that final room before you drop down to Cold Stare, but...
oh, yeah.
You can't do anything while you're picking up that rock, so...
Yes, I love the stutter step.
I actually had one in my icebreaker room today, so I had to do that very quick. Very fun.
So Ninjambro is going to be our first runner into Eternal Rock. Maniacal is working on Crystal 6. And unfortunately, Terranigma, both runners have not gone to ice yet. They are just short that Fire Rod, and that will shore up the rest of the stuff for them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've definitely caught up a little bit on crystals here, but yeah, they're gonna have to go find that that Fire Rod. Yeah. So that could be like kind of a weird point too when one does like crystal catch up, and then when it gets to the point where you both have to make decisions and they both go like separate ways, but it ends up being right, so the other one's basically like, you know, using dead time. Superman Taylor was actually very, very close to his Fire Rod, but we left because, you know, we found Cane of Samaria. Don't know if that would have been helpful or hurtful in this case.
I was going to say, that would have been a really rough Ice Palace, because the Fire Rod is in the U room, and Icebreaker makes that a lot better.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that. I think probably still would end up being better just to come back.
And I mean, the story of co-op is practically, you know, how does your timing work out with your teammate?
Yeah, for sure. And there's a lot of weird stuff too, like, you know, you think 5-6 crystal, like, if one's like, all right, I'm gonna go do Hera, then the other one goes and does, you know, Thieves, but each are their own independent 5-6, then it gets kind of weird to check Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, oh wait, you mean you can't go do Pyramid Fairy? I can't either. Oh crud, one of us has to go to the other terrible dungeon.
Yeah, exactly. Weird nuances to think about, you know? It's not so easy. They make it look easy. It's not that easy. Also, having red guards in any room but Agate Tower makes everything not easy, so... Oh, nice little snipe there. Wow.
And good phase 2, or get a second run on those. Second cycle, nice kills.
I think he killed, like, every landmo at the last possible second. Alright. What kind of key layout we got going on over here in Hera? I didn't actually pay any attention at all. We're definitely going to have to get this key here. So, not going in that door. It's telling that perhaps we've already found the big key. At least I hope we have. I also will be going back to it really, really soon.
Ninjembro wouldn't skip that, would he?
Probably not. I just like to think of everything, okay? He's gonna go ahead and do the big chest too, so gonna make sure to play it safe, not get 10%ed. I feel like you always, like, I don't know. If it's co-op,
I don't know. Like I know that nice book. I know Maniacal's a big fan of that strategy. Like he and I talked earlier a couple of months ago in Kaz Boots' tourney. He and I talked about it because he is a big fan of doing that check.
Oh, doing
as a potential time save instead of doing instead of risking the 3% or whatever.
Okay. I mean, it'll definitely pay off, like, big whenever it does work, and I would say I think the majority of people probably skip the big chest. So that time where, you know, it is small key and the big chest small key and the vanilla big key, yeah, you gain about a couple minutes on your opponent, but you do that at, you know, losing 20 to 30 seconds 90% of the time.
Yeah.
So tough to say.
Yeah, I mean, the meta at the high level is pretty much, no, you do not do that check. So, interesting choice. There's the Tempered Sword for Serena and Taylor.
A little arrow game going on. Alright, what's our boss gonna be over here in Trinex? It is blind. Okay. We have 3 hearts, but don't worry, we have our cape ready to go.
No chances taken.
Looks like we're having a hard time over here on the Lambos. Alright, we got 1 Lambo left, we got 4 arrows. We got 1 Lambo left, we got 3 arrows. I believe. Yeah. Had it the whole time.
Lambo's hard when you can't set up like normal.
Yeah, it gets you, like, you know, your muscle memory mixed up. I completely understand. Sorry, I'm typing in.
Maniacal, you should hookshot that shadow. You can hookshot enemies and walls. Okay, so Ridden Taylor got that fire rod and then realizes, I hope, thinking. Yep.
Alright, so they are in go mode. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, both of them just, well, Recidador's gonna have to go back and do Eastern, then both of them obviously going to have to go kill the Trinex at Thieves Town, and then go do TR.
Yeah, I mean, Bottles has opened up quite a lead here.
Yeah.
Really strong route from them.
Especially the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see. All we hope for is that big key being vanilla, because always fun to fight bosses with ice skates. No matter what boss it is, it's always a good time. There's some other good bosses down there. You know, Cold Stare can be a little funky. Just
I
because
don't think I've ever seen a Cold Stare on ice.
you'd think it would be like his natural habitat, but
Yeah.
Helmosaur can be really fun, especially if you get into a rhythm, because you can kind of like bounce off his mask like super quick. Vitreous can get a little weird.
Luckily we've got silvers, although Ninjembro is not doing great on arrow count.
Whatever.
Nope, no ice boss.
I was done talking about it anyways, I guess. No fun game. So, perfect timing for Ninjembro to find the big key. He can go ahead and relay all that information to his partner. It'd be a little tough for his partner to save too much time. You can skip like Stalfos room and the other map chest. I believe that's what that chest is, and pretty much it though. You kind of have to walk all the way down there regardless. No clue if Ninjembro checked Hope Room either, because I can pay attention to things.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
And there was no small key in Hope Room either.
Power Ranger's doing his icebreaker, I believe. I'm assuming that's Power Ranger. It looks like a Power Ranger.
Yes.
Okay.
I just realized, did we not get an armor upgrade the whole race on Recidador's side?
It's interesting. I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure
he's
the
green.
Power Ranger changes.
He did not. That armor upgrade was in Sashrala's HUD. But yeah, he definitely does have green now. I just checked his inventory when he pause buffered there. Also, great knowledge from you knowing their native colors.
I've seen some people use it recently.
I would have been thinking it would have been.
I want to say it was Specs uses the Power Ranger as well, and I saw him race recently.
Okay, okay. Yeah, red's an interesting color to start with.
I mean, it's not all that different from like that Geno sprite. That's like weird cycling. Like it's blue on green, it's red on blue, and it's green on red mail.
God.
And hey, we got Argus. And through some great magic, we don't even have to actually kill Argus, we just have to kill the puffs.
Oh, yeah, yeah. A little bit of shoutouts to those flying enemies. Can happen with Argus. Sometimes it happens with Trinex too, because they'll dance off the screen as well.
Yeah.
You thought you could run from me? No. They will actually, I don't necessarily know what Argus does, but Trinex, when he jumps off screen, he will actually chase you into the next room as well. So you could think you're safe, like opening those chests or something, you know, after like the vanilla big key chest or what. Actually, wait! I feel like I've seen that happen in that room before, but now that I think about it, I feel like it doesn't happen anymore. You probably didn't see that happen today, right?
No, we didn't. And I mean, it's so hard to maneuver enough to get Trinex to off-screen himself.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Trinex attacking you in that room while you're opening those chests, but I could be mistaken. It also could be something that's changed too. Randomizer goes through a lot of changes. For starters,
I was gonna say, this climb hasn't actually. Oh, great, Wallmaster and the torches too. But yeah, we haven't seen some of the staples of the worst Randomizer stuff in the climb. We did not see a torches 1 spike. We get this spike, but that's not terrible. The Wallmaster's terrifying.
Ooh. Nice little cold stay here. Dude, hey, you know another fun fact about Randomizer? Sometimes if you like, I don't know what. I think if you fall, and then come back up, and then hover across, and don't actually kill the cold stare, and don't actually break his shell, there will also be a barrier that you can't get past.
You do have to at least get rid of Cold Stare's shell here. It's not even if you fall. Just in general, if you hover the Moldorm 2 gap with
Really?
Cold Stare in the arena, yes. You do
Okay.
have to get rid of his shell. I don't know that from personal experience. I'm not a big-time hoverer, but I have a teammate who does hover, and yeah, he's told me about that, so.
Okay. I feel like it was only on the if you got it on the first attempt, it didn't do it, but any other attempt afterwards. But like, man, like I said, I could be making everything I say up. And that way,
I mean, it just comes down to you say it with confidence, and the Twitch chat will believe us. We're clearly authorities on everything.
You're right, yeah. We have the mics. We make the rules. Yeah, I like where your head's at. You're right, you're right. Yeah, minus the Wall Master, though, you are right. It has been I'll give it a 3 out of 10 climb for potential Randomizer shenanigans. Now, when you start throwing health shuffle or damage shuffle into the mix, that's where even the most mundane rooms can get a little interesting.
Just a bit. You say that, and right now, Serena Taylor, that chomp in the Dark Maze.
Yeah, chomps always suck. That's usually one of the benefits of Randomizer going through Turtle Rock is typically there's most likely less chomps than there are more. But for some reason, they tend to always find their ways on these tracks where you can't really dodge them. But yeah, we are on Ganon on Ninjambro's side. Nothing Randomized about him. Back when we used boss shuffle sprites, he would have Link's head as a sprite. That was pretty cool. There's some really, really nice Super Metroid ones in there, too. He had like a Kraid, Ridley, all sorts of fun ones. You had the big giant thinking emoji, Vitreous. You gotta miss those.
I never got to experience this, unfortunately.
Yeah, on the
we did get a hover, by the way. And a triple.
Wait, he hovered?
Yeah, Maniacal hovered, and then Ninjambro hit a triple.
Okay. Did he break the shell? Did he have to?
Yes. Okay. He did break the shell.
Okay. Well. Boring.
But yeah, so Ninjambro finishing first with a 117.24, and Maniacal not far behind.
GG's to them. Well, presumably, so Maniacal definitely still is going to have to finish. Ooh. This red guard and Ressie's side. Yeah, and Terranigma is a great game. They don't know it's over yet. Even if they are watching the race room, they will know that they have a tall order ahead of them with how quick Ninjambro finished. Regardless.
Yeah, that is a time to put up.
Yeah, that's pretty quick. 117, that's pretty good. I mean, collectively, their average is actually really good. Assuming all things go well on Ganon here.
I mean, butter silvers, I would hope so.
Yeah. I will say, Maniacal was the one with half magic, and I'm looking at his magic right now, and he really didn't have too much going into this fight. I'm assuming he has more than enough to do, like, torch strats. He might have a bottle that I don't know about as well. But using Fire Rod, I don't think that's enough. So, not getting that half magic, or not getting that full magic decanter right before the Ganon fight. He probably got scared from the Wallmaster.
I mean, part of it wasn't even that he didn't grab it. I think he grabbed it and then he just used Cape a lot.
That's we have missed oh, we have silvers. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. Yeah, we have silvers. We're not doing spins, so who cares that we missed Torch Glitch? Boy, I thought we didn't have silvers for some reason. Yeah, so that's like the easiest fight in the world. Just kidding.
James pointing out it was a cape hover followed by caping through the bumper room. So yeah, lots of cape usage.
A cape hover. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
How did I miss that?
Because it was so smooth, you wouldn't look.
Oh, I
But
couldn't
yeah,
see them.
Maniacal's done with 119.54. And that's going to give the game to Bottles.
See if they want to come in and chit chat with us. Dude, while we're doing that, I'm actually going to go pull up their stats. Let's see.
And yeah, soon after that, Superintendent Taylor and Recidador both decided to forfeit. GG's to Terranigma is a great game as well.
Wow.
And
You first.
I was going to say, we're joined by Maniacal and Recidador.
That's what I was going to say.
Yo, GG.
GG. Yeah, that was a disaster.
It was exactly what Randomizer always is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely had some real spaghetti situations, but like we were just like, it feels mostly okay. Like it's Randomizer.
Which no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I just kept jumping in, like finding like rooms and caves where like it was just full of enemies rushing you, like all the enemies that like hone in on you. I had like 4 hearts and green mail because I guess I don't know if he called it out or I just didn't hear him about the blue mail.
Oh no!
So yeah, and then my potentially favorite moment was when I tried to go to Hookshot Cave and there was a Lionel in the front on the first platform, and he moved out of the way, and I tried to hook over, and then he just like danced in front of me, and I hooked right into his face and died.
Oh
yeah, that game was super fun. I didn't get to tell Maniacal about that one.
yeah, he was just like, "It is dead."
Hotshot Cave is dead.
Yeah.
It did not come with the warning of Hookshot Cave is also potentially lethal. I was fortunate. Ninjembro forgot where he got the blue mail, but I remembered that he had told me that it was in Saha's closet, and so when I was headed to Pot Eastern, I was like, okay, I'm going to mirror and grab my blue mail. He's like, yeah, good, you remember that.
I thought I remembered that one. I did not remember Ether. Or
no,
I
you did remember
I
Ether.
Quake.
And you didn't remember Quake. I was like, I put it in some cave somewhere that I didn't mark off, and eventually found it.
What about the big key to my...
Oh, yeah.
That was a breakdown in him remembering and telling me like 3 different locations before I eventually found it.
No. It was a breakdown in me remembering. I said it's in the great room, like the big center room. And then he was like, it is not here. And I said, oh, it's in the spike room on the right side with the spike floor. And he misunderstood which of the 2 rooms that could be describing it was. But I claim no fault for the latter part of that.
See, for me, I was just like, oh, well, clearly it's the southern one, because otherwise, he wouldn't have mentioned even the great room beforehand.
Yeah, and apparently on his way there, he chose to not powder the anti-fairy under the pot, or the bunny beam.
What bunny beam?
The one in the arrow pot. When you are going down the stairs from the grate, the arrow pot in the main room.
Oh yeah, I did
the
that
great room
when I was in there.
Yeah.
It's the closest spot when you first go down the stairs.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Because I didn't know you were low on health.
I didn't know I was low on health either until I was about to get the big key. I was like, oh god, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
And then I did.
Did you guys get the green pendant?
No.
We did not. That was one of the few things that was left. So we didn't have fire when Ninjembro did desert. And so it was on my list of things to go back to.
It was actually funny. Like when I was on my way to Right Side Desert, I was like, okay, if there's an item on the boss, I'll go do the boss. But if it's the map, I'm just skipping it. And Maniacal's like, that seems really reasonable. And I got the second item, so I was like, I am not doing the desert boss. And then on my way to Agina, I was like, well, good thing I didn't try to go do the desert boss because I don't have a fire source.
Yeah, I remembered that when I was in the last room for the boss. And then I almost made it back a second time, but then he found fire on. So we were basically like on each other's heels at the end. I was playing dungeon catch up, and I just went I went to Meyer, and I was like, "So you go do ice, and I'll do green. I'll do desert, green pendant, pyramid fairy, and we'll just meet up in Turtle Rock where nobody wants to be."
Yeah, a lot of the back end cleanup on this one, it sort of bifurcated for us because Ninjembro was the first one who was able to go and finish Pod Eastern, and I had to go back and clean both up. So we just kind of had those two empty dungeons hanging behind, and so he was chasing me for a little while with like the Flippers, Cane of Samaria, into Meyer, all of that stuff. But then when we finally split post Meyer to Pyramid Fairy and to Ice, he was able to call me off of getting the big bomb with the Fire Rod.
Yeah, the green pendant and pyramid fairy are pretty much all that we avoided.
Yeah.
So,
we have the Turtle Rock dive, the rest of Ice Palace.
yeah.
One item in the back of Thieves. The Fire Rod locked item in Skull. And then like Zora Catfish, Pyramid Fairy, Green Pendant.
Yeah, I did Catfish and Zora separately because I didn't have flippers yet, and I've died in Hookshot Cave, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna go pick up some stuff I need, including hearts here, and then I had gone to many more caves, so I was like, I'm just gonna water walk and go do the Zora area while I pick up some things before I go back and try to get around this stupid level. So then I cleaned up some stuff and then went back and did Hookshot Cave and Display.
Or wait, Ninjembro, you had the book, so we also had Ether Tab you left, I think.
Oh,
unless you got Ether Tab. Did you get Ether and Bombos?
The book was in Turtle Rock.
Oh, the book was in Turtle Rock. Never mind.
I was like, I did not get Ether and Bombos because I was never going to.
Okay, I looked at your tracker. It said Book of Medora. I didn't have that. I was like, oh, okay.
Definitely GG's, man. I love watching Randomizer. There's nothing else that makes me happier. So
I'm glad
it has a lot of fun
happy.
encounters for sure.
I hope we can get the new Randomizer out there for the next year.
Ooh.
The
I'm
one on
unaware
Dora
of new Randomizer.
I think I'm
The one on
unaware.
Dora Rando, the one on Dora Rando looks pretty legit. Like there's a lot more enemy randomization and like they managed to randomize like the anti-fairy pot spray around in Eastern. Like there's the bumpers, like
Oh, no.
all that kind of stuff.
This sounds
So-
miserable.
I think it's more interesting because the current randomizer is basically like, okay, this is a kill room. Let's put like 6 shadows in here.
Right.
I was watching somebody run that Dora Rando randomizer. I don't think I saw one of those. I was like, finally. I don't know. It looked pretty interesting. So hopefully they can get that all integrated before next season starts.
That does sound pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I don't
sounds.
play a lot of Randomizer, but I just love how like you don't know what you're walking into, like just having to adapt to every room, and it's just I don't know, it's fun. And then there's like funny encounters too, like you can't help but laugh at even if you die.
Yeah.
I will say that is the like one good thing about co-op Randomizer, and also just like the other fun part. This is a me Ninjembro personal fun part, which like is at the expense of Maniacal, but like with Maniacal wanting all the info and me just being like, oh, I'm only going to tell you the important things. He'll be like, okay, I'm about to enter like this room. Like, do I need to know anything about it? And I'm like, probably not. And then he goes in there and it's like 7 Lionels.
That is an accurate representation of our voice call.
Because like, unless something is like, something needs to be like noteworthy, like levels. Actually, if something was 7, like if something was 7 Lionels, I would probably tell him. But like, unless something is like so noteworthy to be so terrible that like it sticks out of my mind, like I'm probably not going to remember it. So he's like, "Oh yeah, what do I need in like the GT climb?" And I'm like, "Just have your hook shot ready. That's all I needed." And it's like, "What enemies are there?" I'm like, "I don't know, just like hook shotable things."
Yeah, in fairness, you volunteered that on your own, and it was quite useful information.
Yeah, I'm talking more about the practice. Like this one went very well. Our practice seeds did not. Communication-wise, of what was coming up, I mean.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we worked out some of the bugs.
I think the only thing I really called out was like the just hair pot situation. Like, if you try to hair pot, you're going to be sitting there waiting for the bomb to go off, and a BMOS is going to shoot you in the back, and then an anti-fairy is going to roll over your body.
Yeah, I said this in the post-race chat, but I'm pretty sure between like the multiple Hera dips that I did, that I spent like at least a minute, probably a minute and a half, unnecessarily in the Hera like lobby room, accomplishing nothing.
I wasn't even gonna try. So I was like real close to setting up, and I was like, this is watching the BMOs rotate around me, and I was like, no, screw this. Like, this is not happening.
Yeah, on the second trip eventually bailed, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just doing the basement, getting this big key in case big chest is, in this case, flippers. So it worked out.
It is helpful to get the big key first, definitely.
Yeah.
I gave you the gold medal for your Hera performance, Super Taylor. With I think you were the only one who got the Hera pot, and then your Helmasaur fight was actually not bad too. But again, they were just fun to watch on both sides.
Helma in that room, I don't know what was going. It was not registering my hammerheads.
He was just sitting on top of that hole for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of you.
He won't take it. Yeah.
I had 2 red potions, and I had because one of them came from Waterfall, and I had to use both of them. Like at one point, he was about to whip his tail around, and I was like, "Oh, okay," and I kind of leaned to the left a little bit, and then he freaking moved as he was whipping his tail, and almost killed me. And I was just like, "Son of a, like, what is going on right now? Like, I can't get him to die. I can't get his mask off."
Yeah,
I think I was on that fight for like ever.
Mine wasn't that bad, but yeah, by the time it was over, I was just like done with it. I was like, no, just done with this Helmasaur nonsense.
Yeah, that center hole makes it really sketchy.
Yeah. This was a fun one, and thanks Ak and Jesse for stepping in on comms. Post-race, we refreshed the schedule, and I was like, oh, yeah, we got comms.
This is the second race I went into without comms. I didn't realize until after the race there's Ak the Boker saying words into the mic. The second time.
Really weird, because I don't really, I'm going to be honest, like, I don't really watch too much, and then I just pull it up, and I'm like, there's no comms, and also, every time I've looked, it was also very early. I think I joined about 12 minutes in, and I was like, I can jump in, like, who cares? I mean, the commentary is not good, because I don't know what the heck's going on, but I tried my best.
No one does. It's Randomizer,
at least
man.
This time you got a partner with you.
Yeah, Jesse helped out a lot, too. So, shout out to him. But it's fun. Like, whatever,
Yeah, it was.
You're my boys, man. I can't leave you out hanging like that.
Yeah, speaking of boys, this was a weird race for me. It's a weird predicament. Like, I came into this race, like, obviously wanting to try my best to win, but at the same time, I kind of wanted to lose. As weird as that sounds. Because basically my team there's nothing at stake right now. We can't be relegated. We can't make playoffs. We're just playing, spoiler at this point, but like the Bottles on Empty team, they've been friends of mine for years now, and I want them to make playoffs, and this was an important game for them. So I was kind of, in a way, hoping they would win so they could make playoffs, but obviously I was still trying my best. Like, I'm sure they want to earn it. as well, and for the integrity of the competition. It makes sense.
How much did they pay you?
It's definitely
I
good
don't-
to earn it, but at the same time, it's like it is really fun. Like especially on the like for our team, it would not be fun, but like for the outsiders to see like a team that has like nothing to gain and nothing to lose to like crush a team that has only things to lose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I was
Like-
playing, talking to Resi, like I was in game mode, like trying to win and stuff. But yeah, now that it's over, it's like, well, I'm kind of happy with the outcome. I want to watch you guys crush it in the playoffs.
Maybe the lane can take you out.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. That's going to be on Ninjembro and Barnage. I'm not going to be able to spectate that one, but I would want to spectate that one.
That one's
That's
going to
what?
be fun because I'm going to be running on
Sunday?
like very minimal sleep after being up for 24 hours for Extra Life. Because like for some reason, if the sun is out, I can barely sleep. So I'm going to try to sleep a couple hours before that race and probably fail miserably.
Okay, well,
Wait, Ninjembro, why are you actually doing Extra Life this year?
Yeah, like I did it. I skipped last year. I did 2021. I did 2017, and I did like many things other years. But me doing it versus not doing it is sometimes a game day decision or like very close to it. So I'm doing it this year.
I will say I moved myself to the following week. I was like, I am not doing a race this week with that stream. Push it a week.
No, I can't do it next week because of SGL. So.
Oh, good point.
So yeah, like I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do 24-hour stream and then try to get a little bit of sleep and then do a co-op race. What could go wrong?
yeah. So I'm glad that one's, I guess at this point, just for seeding. I think if we did the tiebreaker math right, that this should lock us up playoffs. But
It's
Lost
already
Woods is
changed
crazy.
on the league website, so I
Oh.
think we clinched.
Oh, okay, cool. Someone else did the
Drosy
math
also
too.
did the math.
Drosy does lots of math, most of which is right, so I'm gonna trust it.
Oh, good. So we can just crush you next race then.
Yeah, easy. It's not me. Crush those scrubs we're sending out.
Yeah.
Ninjembro and Barnage. Nah, they're legit. I'm sure they'll play all right.
Oh, Barnage is old school Randomizer, so
Yeah, I haven't fisticuffs Barnage in a long time. I don't even know if I've fisticuffs him before.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 racers in this are,
boomers.
me or people I played in the 2018 Spring Swifts, and all 4 of us were in that tournament. So
Yeah.
Back in my day.
yeah, I was gonna say it's a bunch of geezers
Bunch
in
of
here.
random boomers here.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
the
doing
winner
those
is gonna
random
get-
boomer strats.
Pineapple Jello for the winner.
I'll eat it.
Can I go to sleep at like 4:30 p.m. afterwards?
yeah, only if you complain about it.
Will there be Matlock?
Is there going to be an early bird special at the Sizzler? That's what I want to know.
I miss the Sizzler. I used to love that place.
Of course you did.
Hey, we're old, man. Oh, it looks like we got another race coming on. Probably about like a few minutes, so we can go ahead and get them all set up.
Awesome. I'm definitely going to fall asleep before it starts.
Oh, that'll be impressive. It's starting really quick.
Actually, true for Ninjembro. I'll probably watch.
I will throw it on the TV while I try to fall asleep, so I might get like 15 minutes into the race.
It is a race in your own division. It is going to be Beats from the East and Oops All Fox's Homemade Beer and Moogle Charm versus Chloe Prower and Adalor.
Oh, the nothing to play for and nothing to lose matchup. I can't wait.
I mean, technically, like,
I
this
guess
is seeding for
overall
Beats?
record seeding. Yeah,
Yeah, like-
but they've clinched the division. They're first in the division,
Yes.
but it
Technically-
is overall seeding.
And technically, this is all for nothing but pride. So go out there and win.
Super serious.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, thanks guys for the comms. Thanks to Jestro and Nochibato also for the tracking. Tracking this stuff is nonsense, and so I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks everybody for everything, and GG's again, Residorian, Super and Taylor. We'll see you guys on Sunday.
Yeah. GG. See you next
Indeed.
time.
GG's. We're gonna head on out, but you guys, you don't have to go anywhere. Another race will be coming up just right after this one. But yeah, see you then. Bye.